on? I was like, it's Mother's Day. And then she was like, what happened? And I was like, nothing. Like, I didn't reach out to mom, like, because I didn't want to be hurt. Like, basically telling her, like, I didn't want to be hurt by her, so I didn't reach out to her. But it hurt me more not reaching out to her.
Right. And someone said in the comments that I think it's hard for people to understand because Flyy has been forgiven so many times. But people don't realize, like, I mean, I can't speak for Kayla. Like, I assume you probably forgive your mom and everything that you've been through, but it doesn't mean that you gain that trust with her and want to fully let her back in.
100%. And it's like, and I think like that's like, oh my gosh, like that's like what like bothers me and hurts me like with Alex is it's like I went through, hopefully not this, you know, like with him hopefully it's not this, but like with my mom I've been going through this since I was like about like 10. So, and it was like I forgave her. I trusted her like a mom. I let my guard down. Like I felt like she proved to me. Got her again. Then like I did that multiple times, over and over and over and over and over again. And then it's like I don't like to talk about it on the internet, but obviously like we see where she's at right now. Like it's not ending, and I still love her. I don't judge her. I understand her, and it's like I'm here for her, but it doesn't end. So it's like I don't know, and I think that's what like scares me the most about everything is it's like I hope that I'm not like going through that like again with somebody else that I love, because I was literally crying to my stepmom saying like, what is everybody that I love, like it's like I told her, like I was literally crying, I was like, I'm cursed. And she's like, what do you mean you're cursed? And I was like, everybody that I love like falls into an addiction.
Yeah, trust me, I've had those like dead ass same thoughts. Like I think I've told you like a little bit before, but like just to like tell you like how I relate to you, and that is like when my mom, my dad was drug addicts. When I married my husband, I didn't know that he was like actually like addicted to drugs either. Like I knew like he would like maybe like dibble and dabble, but like nothing crazy.
Yes, and then like if you're not like an addict yourself, you're easily manipulated.
Super, and you just want to help them.
Yeah,
and then
it's like
now
you
like
don't understand.
I also
So like
have
when they
a
tell you
brother
like
that's like
something,
on it too. Like my brother reminds me a lot of Flyy, like a lot of Flyy, because he also has like bipolar.
yeah,
And oh my God, like they could be freaking twins for real. So I'm like, damn, like I just relate to Kayla in so many ways because I know what you feeling on your end.
yeah, it's like they could easily like just tell you like, oh well, no, I remember there's been times where like Alex is withdrawing, well, quote unquote withdrawing, and he's like, no, I need this, like, and then he's telling me like the dangers, and then I search it, and it's like withdrawing is dangerous.
Yeah,
So
it
then I'm
is.
like, oh, he does need it, but it's like the whole entire time he wasn't even withdrawing, and I was believing he was.
And that's the hard thing. Like, I mean,
That's
good rug addicts are the best manipulators ever.
Yes, and like I
They
said, when
make
you
you feel
don't know
guilty.
that
Like,
life, like when you don't
yeah.
take things yourself, like I don't know what half the things that he's telling me he's taking means or feels.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely something, I mean, to look into. Like, I've even said it myself. Like, I've thought about, I forget what it's called, like Al-Anon or something like that. Monica might know.
Yeah, it's Al-Anon.
It's like one of those, it's basically like recovery for families. So it's like, they teach you how to, like, I don't know, like create boundaries or like how to like kind of deal with the rug addicts in your life. I've never done it. I've thought about looking into it, but I'm just like, I don't know. It's. I mean, to be honest, like I feel like you can feel like this with me too. Like it's almost like it's so embarrassing to have so many addicts around you in life, and it's like, am I a freaking magnet to this or what? Like I don't get it.
That's what I was saying.
And
like,
then I got to be the strong person for everybody.
Yeah. And like the forgiving person, it's like you feel like a fool.
Right.
But then it's like you also feel like, well, they weren't them right there, you know? So it's like
addiction really is, like they say, like it's a family problem, that family disease, exactly.
Yeah, and it's like fuck, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, like there's so many times where it's like Alex might do something like messed up, and I'm like, well, that wasn't my Alex, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was like, everything taking over. So then it's like, then I look like a doormat or this or that. But it's like me
No.
being purely honest. Like, yes, that's my mentality. Like, sometimes when he does something and he's like not in the right state of mind, I'll look at it like that wasn't my Alex. Because it's like, I know Alex. He's a good man. I know
Right.
him. And then it's like,
You just have to remember though, like even though like that's not your Alex that you know because you know him to be that a good man, but Rug Alex is a different person. You know what I mean?
yeah, and that's like what makes me forgive so much is because I kind of like disassociated like the two of them.
Right.
And then, but like now, like my mentality is kind of almost like maybe the other Alex like doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I'm proud of like the growth that, you know, you haven't just run back like you normally would, you know, like you'll give it like 24 hours and then you're back. I'm like, Kayla, stop it. Like, I'm like, I need you to stand on business.
Well, we are the biggest enablers, though. Like we are.
We are.
Even me, like I've been through a similar situation as a spouse, and we are the biggest enablers. So we do have to own that on our part, you know. Um, but I hope you start to build those boundaries, which, like I said, you have been. I applaud you for that. But I mean, and I don't want to tell you what to do with your body because it's your body. But even just sleeping with him, I would be like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least that's a huge
Yeah.
boundary. You know, like no, you're not doing.
Yeah,
We're not
like
doing
that's
that.
why like we got in like a little disagreement the day that he was getting Baker acted, because like he was like telling me like he wants to move in with me and this and that, and like all these like plans for our future, and then I told him I was like, if you're not sober, then I'm not doing that, and then like he wasn't in the right state of mind. He was like off the things.
Spiraled from it.
Yeah, he was off the things already. And then he was just like, oh, you don't want to be with me? Fine, watch, look, I'll show you. Like, literally, like, he's like telling me this, like, on the phone. He's like, I'll show you. I'll get Stella here right now. Like, since you don't want to be with me,
Hate
oh, so
that.
you still stand on that? Like, threatening me, basically. And I was like, Alex, if that's what you want to do, then do it, I guess. That just shows your character. And I was like, yes, I don't want to be with you if you're not sober. I don't want to live with you if you're not sober. I'm not putting our baby in that environment if you're not sober. And then, like, I don't know, I guess because he was off them things, like he was actually like trying to do that. I don't know.
I mean, you did good though, honestly, on your part for sticking your ground. Even though you might feel guilty about it in a way,
You've done so
you
much
did
better.
good.
I'm really proud of like you've been I think it's like finally kind of like stuck with you that you have to keep your boundaries
Well,
for
like
him
one of
to
the
get
things
better.
that he says, because it's like, okay, he likes to say a lot, like that. He's like, I have trauma. You don't have trauma. And like one of the things that I always tell him is I say all of the trauma that he did to himself was self-inflicted. Like, besides like his dad passing, like unfortunately.
Right.
But like he did tell me before that like it happened at such a young age because he was only like 3, 4. So it happened at such a young age that like he doesn't really like know anything else, you know? Which is still a sad situation, of course. And then, but like that's like the only trauma that like happened to him that like he didn't inflict on himself. You chose like to go to like juvie and stuff like that, like or detention camp, whatever it was.
Yeah, like he
Like
made
at
all
the
those
end of the day,
decisions.
his mom did try. Like he literally went to Renaissance, such a charter school. My dad couldn't even afford to put me in a charter school, even with him busting his ass off.
Oh, he had to pay like the school that he was in?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
damn.
Renaissance.
Oh, I didn't
Wow,
know.
I didn't
Like,
know
and
that.
they lived in their dad, like from what like Ginny and even them like tell me, like he was a decent man, like he was a player, and like he did like cheat and stuff. But like when it came to his kids, like he made sure like they were good. So like when he passed away, I guess Ginny like had a nice house, and like they lived in a nice house in a gated community. They went to Renaissance. Like Ginny tried for them. She worked her ass off. Like she tried for them. And then I tell him all the time, I'm like, I didn't even get like that opportunity in life. Like all the like, cause they'll be like, you don't have trauma, and I'm like, yes, I do. And the trauma that I have, I didn't even like get a say so. Like I didn't get to choose that like my brother passed away, and
Right.
like my mom, like she literally like allowed me to watch my brother take his last breath. Like me and my stepmom were talking about it yesterday because she was like, I was always trying to tell her that like not to do it, but she let you do it, and I understand why my mom let me like watch because in my brain I didn't want to like my brother was my best friend. I didn't want to let him like go alone, you know.
Yeah.
So, but it did like traumatize me. Like honestly, like it probably wasn't the best thing because now I look back at it and he's gone and I'm here and now I have to live with that, you know?
Yeah, no, I
But
can't even imagine.
yeah, like it happened. What can I do about it? So I just have to live with it. And then like I didn't choose for like my mom to be like in like addiction and stuff. I didn't like and then when my dad took me in, I love my dad so freaking much, so much, but at that time in my life, it was hard for me. I switched schools. I went to a whole entire different county, 3 hours away. I lost all my friends that I had. I felt like I had nobody. And then my dad was working a job where like he was gone literally Monday through Friday out of town, and it was just me and my stepmom. And then so I just felt like abandoned in like every single aspect. Every trauma that I went through, couldn't control it at all.
Yep, nope, I totally get that. I literally, it's so crazy how much I can relate. Because even like when my husband was like in his little addiction too, like when we first were married, I used to tell him the same thing.
Wait,
Like,
wait, hold on. Sorry. Someone said, thought my grandma raised me. Yes. So my mom, she never had money like that. So we lived like with her mom, like always. That's my grandma, my nana.
okay, so you was with like your mom, your grandma, and you and your
Yeah.
brother.
And then like at some point it was like her husband, they got a divorce. Like though, like after my brother passed away, they ended up divorcing. But we were always like with my nana, like in the same house. So like, yeah, of course, like my mom wasn't in this right state of mind. So like my nana did step in a lot. But then at some point, she's my nana. She's getting older. I love her to death. Like, we still, like, that's my nana. But
Right,
at one point, she was just like, I think it's better off for her to be with a family. Like, my dad and my stepmom, they had my brother already. Like, it was a family environment, you know? And at the end of the day, he's my dad.
right,
So she
exactly.
thought it was best, which in the end of it, it was best, 100%. But in that moment, it was like hell.
Yeah, it just seems like no matter what, like it wasn't like a, like you never like fully had a stable household. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like even like was it, I think you asked me, you're like, did you get everything out of the house? And then I'm
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
okay to restart. Like I think literally at every point in my life, I've always just kind of left everything behind
I was just
and
gonna say you're
restarted.
probably just so used to it already. It's like nothing to you, like whatever.
Literally, like okay, who cares? Like that's and honestly, like that's how I feel. Like whatever's in the house, like whatever. If I don't think about it right now, I don't need it. Like, and I've always had that mentality. Like, grab what you need.
Facts. I don't remember, but has your mom met baby Alex yet?
No.
Oh wow. Does she like ask you to like meet him or like how are you
Yeah,
guys
she
at?
she she was asking, and then the situation happened.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I think you definitely got to take the baby steps with that.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I definitely, if someone can understand you, girl, I definitely understand you.
I
I know
appreciate you.
exactly where you're feeling for real. And the people who are judging and people, it's so easy to say how you would
Somebody
handle
said,
the
"Girl,
situation.
girl, people have gone through way worse trauma than you, and they don't blame anyone else." I don't recall me blaming
She's not
anybody
blaming
here.
anyone. She's literally just telling her story of who she is and how she became who she is.
Yeah, I don't blame anybody for anything that I went through. I literally said how back then it felt like hell, but it literally morphed me into a good human being.
And why are we comparing pain? Everybody's pain matters.
Yeah.
Facts.
So
Weirdos.
Nate could say that she freaking broke her arm and it traumatized her. At the end of the day,
No facts. And they
that's
was
what
like, I broke my
traumatized
big
you.
toe.
You were traumatized.
Do you know why he was a? Oh no, we're not gonna read that one out loud. Never mind. Oh dang, my mods are on it because those comments are leaving quick. I couldn't even read that one.
Yeah, it's not about who's worse. That's literally what started the conversation. Was because I was saying how Alex like tries to say I don't have trauma like him, and I tell him all the time I'm like I don't. It's not a trauma competition.
No, big facts. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say earlier. Like the same thing with my husband is like he grew up in a good ass household, like a nice Christian household. Both mom, his dad. He got 5 siblings, and I used to tell him like, how did you even like turn to that? Like he never had anything bad in his life happen, and and then it's like it's crazy because sometimes it just happens.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, like, sometimes I try to think, like, okay, well, what was he going through, like, mentally, you know, because it's like mental takes like a huge like toll on people. So it's like maybe you're going through something mental that I could never understand, like that drove you to that, you know?
Right. Someone asked me, said, Mama Jen, how did your husband get through his addiction? I'm gonna be so honest, and this is why I tell Kayla this. I dead ass had to put my foot down. It was either that or me and his children. And I thank God that he truly did pick me and our children. We've been married 23 years, and I held him down, you know what I'm saying? Like through the good and the bad. Like
Yeah.
relationships is not all flowers and roses all the time. Trust. You're going to have your bad times, but you know, that's why I say, you know, there comes a point where you have to put your foot down as much as you love that person so much. And sometimes, like, you know, that you finally left, because I used to do that all the time. I'm like, I'm gonna leave, but I would never leave.
Yeah. And I commend you. I
I go,
commend you for that
I
so
go for a ride
much.
in the car and come back in like an hour.
Bro, I've done that so many freaking
Same.
times.
Go to my aunt's house and come
No
back a couple
facts.
days
I'm like,
later.
keep playing with me, and then I'll wait
No,
for
I've
him
done
to
that
like go to
so
sleep,
many
and then I'll
times.
sneak my ass back in the house when he's sleeping.
Literally.
But I mean, it just, you know, it just truly comes to a time, you know, when you know, like when you have to put your foot down.
Yeah. And it's like, I commend you for that because it's like in my brain, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, sometimes I think, like, he needs somebody. I know he needs somebody. And it's like, regardless, I'll be here for him. But it's like, how close do I need to be? You know?
Yeah. The thing is, it's so mentally, like it's more mentally than physically, but it's just draining in general. Trying to be that person for a
Yes.
rug addict, like
There was
you're their
even one
punching
time.
bag. They take everything out on you. You have to
Yes.
just eat it up. You swallow it up, and it's like, when is it enough? You know what I mean? You do everything for that person.
No, one time I literally seen a TikTok and it was like, I don't even remember like exactly what it said, but it was basically just like a one entire TikTok. It was just like words written, and it was saying like how like nobody cares about like the other side of like a person that's an addict.
Yeah.
Like nobody looks at like how many, and like I don't know how what it said, but it was just basically like putting light, like not light, but like exposure to the other side of it. And then it's so true. And I told that to Alex. Like I was like, everybody always focuses on you. It's always, but like, what is Alex doing? Why is he acting like this? Like this and that. We need to help him. And then it's like nobody. Which like yes, he does need the help. Yes, but it's like nobody ever sits there and thinks like
Hey,
the
like
other person
someone
needs
needs to
help. The
help
people that he's
Kayla.
hurting needs
Exactly.
help.
That's because they just sit online and blame you for it. That's why. You know?
No, not even that. Like I'm even talking about like in real life, like personally.
Yeah.
It's
No,
always just like, because everyone thinks, which I understand, is like, everyone thinks like we need to rush to save like that person.
right. They see the
And
like immediate danger, like, oh, like he
yeah,
needs this help right now, but they just bypass her. They
they
don't
don't even like
see your
think like,
hurt. Yeah.
what is the other person going through dealing with that
Yeah.
at all?
Nope. I totally get it, and I mean, I don't know like how much you talk to the people like you talk to, but I I can talk about this now openly because I thank God that we've passed in life. But like when I was going through it with my husband, like I held that shit so secret. I like no one truly knew like the stuff that we would be passing through because, you know,
No,
I was
for real,
telling
like
Monica
people,
this
like
earlier,
that's
like
it. Even pissed me off that like even people are like she's cloud chasing on the internet. Oh, if I wanted a cloud chase, I could easily get 1 million views on Snapchat
so
right the
much
fuck
stuff,
now.
right? You literally just give a little bit of what's the real truth, you know?
No, literally.
Because you know, at the end of the day, that's your man. Like you want to still protect him, and I know people say it is a part of like enabling, but it's just like, you know, you love that person so much, you don't want to make them hurt more by telling people the real truth about them.
Yeah, and one thing that hurt me, like honestly, like he said this 2 days ago, and then since he said that, like I don't know, like my brain and my heart has been kind of harsh to him, even though I love the fuck out of him. Like my brain and my heart has been so harsh to him. And he said, which he was super HI when he said this. He was like, I'm a addict because of you.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's
I know that hurt.
Yeah, and I was
But
like,
you
and the
know that
craziest part
was
is that my
not over
mom,
him.
my mom told me the same thing too.
Bro, my
Like when
mom
I was
told me that
younger.
before too. Yes.
Cause they do that because it's like
Yep.
they they don't want to put the blame on themselves.
Yeah. My
And I was
mom
like,
at one
I started
point,
crying instantly, and I was like, how? I don't even take like anything. I don't do anything. I've never promoted you to take anything. Like how? Like I don't stress you out. I
it's
elevated you.
just
Like
their coping mechanism because they have to put you down to make them feel better. You know what I mean?
yeah, but it's like I don't know that one. Like even though he wasn't like, cause normally I could like I said like I could like separate the two. Like oh my Alex and like the hi Alex. Like that one like just
Right.
was like I can't. I put it on both of them.
Can you like, and I know this is also like a personal question and you don't have to answer it. Can you like pinpoint like when he started getting bad? Because I'm sure like
Yeah,
he
I
was
remember
sober
the
for on and
exact day.
off.
The exact day.
What like triggered it?
It was not his fight when Red went to the boxing thing first. His first fight with the
With
Oblivion guy.
Oblivion and them?
Yeah. And then he got in a fight in the parking lot,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
hurt his shoulder, and then went to the hospital a few days after.
Oh, wow. So ever since then, and that actually makes so much sense because I've seen the decline since then.
Yeah, no, I literally I know the exact day everything started like going downhill. It was a slow process. Like it didn't start off like bad.
Right.
But that's when it started.
Wow.
Like it was reasonable, it was doable, it was okay until it wasn't.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. I mean, I can totally relate to you in the addiction part of the aspect, but I do, as Mama Jen, I treat all my children like my children. As Mama Jen, like I just don't want you to continue to like let him walk over you as far as like cheating or doing things like, the whole Leslie situation.
Yeah.
That has to stop. I personally believe it just
Yeah.
he can't continue to be doing that.
And that's
Obviously,
what
the
I even
drugs
told
he
him
had to
that
stop
last night
too.
on the phone. I was like, you were so quick to switch up. It's like I even told him, I was like, do you even like love me for me? Or like are you just looking for like income and like social media? Because it's like the moment I told you that like I set a boundary, which is you need to be sober, if we could even like think about like working, like moving on and like working this out, we're trying to switch up.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine how you feel because he was mentally draining me. I was talking to someone about this like maybe like a week ago. I'm like, Fly stresses me out because I swear in the morning when I wake up and check his snaps, he'd say, "Oh, I'm ready to be a family man again. I want my wife back." And then in the afternoon, he's like, "Nope, I decided I
Yeah.
want to be single."
And
Then by dinner
he'll do
time, he
that to
wants
me
a wife
all
again.
day long.
I'm like,
And then it's like
damn.
I feel like responsible because it's like at the end of the day, I don't want to be like I don't want to ever like look back and feel like I was the reason I lost my family. You know?
No, you definitely. I think
No,
anyone could say you were his ride or die. Like you really have stuck through it with him.
no, I know that, but it's like that's actually like a thing that I think mentally. So and then it's like he'll do that to me, and then it's like if I stop responding back after he's being like mean to me, then I don't love him. Like it's really like narcissistic, but it's like it's the like psychosis.
Yeah, it's again like people can judge all they want, but until you've been in that position, it's one of the hardest things to do, and it's not easy. Again, like people swear it's so easy to even get someone Baker acted. It is hard to get someone Baker acted here in
Wait, someone
Florida.
said when someone is detoxing, you shouldn't overwhelm them with questions. I was saying what he was telling me, not what I was telling him. When he calls me, I let him lead the conversation.
So, have you heard yet? Like, do the doctors like give you guys like at least like an update of because they can legally only keep him for 72 hours, or they can keep him for longer if they feel like he needs to stay longer.
I don't know, like, everything from, I've never talked to a doctor there about
Okay.
him, because HIPAA, but him, I know that he doesn't want to be there, and today, the last time I talked to him was, like, I think around, like, 8, and he was telling me, he's like, hopefully I get out tomorrow. That's what he kept saying
Yeah,
to
because
me.
it's about to be 72 hours tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, they won't be able
That's
to get him past that unless he has,
I'm so worried about that. Like, I really, really think he needs more
I'm not gonna lie,
time.
I hung up on him because I got mad.
I mean, if he does come out, I mean, you still have to keep your boundaries with him. You know what I mean? You can still love him through it, but don't,
But that's what I've been trying to do.
yeah, you have to stick to that. So, like, don't be like I feel bad, and because they're good at manipulating us to feel bad. Yeah, I wish someone could convince him to do like a nice inpatient. Cause
You know what's the craziest part is that there was 2 times since the baby was born that like I convinced him and we both agreed on him going to rehab. Like if you think about it, it was the times that like I would like randomly like take over Snapchat like for like longer than like 2 days.
right.
And but since it was him going in there like and putting himself in it, he got himself out.
Exactly. And he's never, like, I don't think he's ever stayed anywhere more than 3 days. I mean, maybe a week, the longest.
Yeah. And it's like one thing, like I know this is kind of like off topic, it just reminded me. McCartney said something yesterday, and like that's like one thing like I could agree on her with. She said you could give him his kidney and he'll still feel like he has
I
nobody.
did hear her say that. I agree with her too. I actually very much agree with that.
Yeah, and it's like because I remember
It's never
like
enough.
yeah, like he would get out and then he would be like so mean to me and I'd be like, Alex, I just took care of our baby like all alone. I took care of the Snapchat, like I made sure that your money was still coming in. Like I did everything, like the house is maintained, like I did everything like while you were in there and like I cared for you. And it's like you're coming out here and you're like acting like this. And it's like he'd be like, oh, well, how many Snapchats did I post on Snapchat? I'm like, well, you're the one, like it's going to your bank.
I mean, that's like honestly like the first red flag that you already know, like him coming out and doing that right away. Like, he just wasn't ready yet, because if he was getting fully clean and had a better mindset, he wouldn't come out like thinking those certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, he needs to treat the mental health because that's the big issue
That's
right
the
now.
big, I agree.
It's the big issue.
The rugs come from his mental health, and whatever he deals with, like internally, whether, unfortunately his dad passing, whatever issues like he has with his mom, whatever issues he's had with his brother, like those are things like he has to deal with mentally and figure out how to cope with them.
Yeah, and whoever the doctor is prescribing is just prescribing, and like I said, they're over prescribing.
These Florida doctors do not care, I swear.
No, and they're under treating the actual
No,
mental
literally, one time I
diagnosis.
played the song, fuck, who it is? Who is it? It's like I don't know if like a lot of people know of it. It's Malcolm Moore, the one that made Thrift Shop.
Yeah.
He actually has a really nice song. And then basically like the song says like my drug dealer was a doctor.
No, literally.
It's not a lie. Like I
It's
said,
literally the truth.
I've worked mental health, and that's what it is. A lot of it is let's hurry up and get them, good enough so that they don't harm themselves or others, and then let's kick them out and then have them seek outpatient help. And that's the problem. People don't seek that outpatient help. So
Yeah, I agree. They said Kayla can't help him, only he can. She can only support him and try to be supportive. But I do agree, like, he has to be the one to want it and do the work. No one can do the work besides him.
And it's like I am like it's like I try to like play like I don't know, I try to handle the situation the best that I can. Like Halloween was such a good day. Like literally, like even in the pictures I felt like the smiles were so genuine. Even baby Alex was smiling like the rest of the time. Like it was a like good time. It was a genuine good time. And then it's like then he went home. I felt so positive. Like I was like there's a future, like there's hope, like everything could be good, everything could be okay. And then literally when he was like on his way back home, it's like I start seeing the erratic behavior again. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep. And I mean, hopefully they can get him on the right medications too, because I do think a lot he has BPD, right?
No, I have BPD.
I thought he's never been diagnosed with it.
No, he does have BPD. My bad. I think BPD because I have BPD, like borderline personality. Right. He has bipolar. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my brother has to do. That's why I say like he just reminds me a lot of my brother, because it's like they can be so good and like you see like I sometimes I say like man I see my brother like oh my God like that's him, and then I swear like an hour later after just having a good time with him, he's like flipping out, going crazy, doing crazy things. I'm like I was just with him, like he was just fine.
Yeah.
And I personally think it has a lot of like, unfortunately, I do think it's to the point where he has to get medicated for it, but it's learning not to, that's the hard part is not abusing the medications for it.
Yeah. And then,
Overprescribed already to begin with. There was a snap where he like was just snapping himself, and you can see all the prescriptions there. That's he doesn't need that many. You see what I'm saying? So like
Right.
yeah.
that's the problem. They're just wanting to treat whatever. He's basically going to be like, well, I'm in pain and I can't sleep and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have anxiety, and so they instead of them fixing one medication that'll tailor everything, they put him on 6 different ones, and that's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's like he'll get one like one day and then like talk to them the next day and then it's like they give him another one and he just got
Exactly.
the other one.
They should know that it takes at least 14 days
Yeah.
for it to
He
even.
should really try to like, if he doesn't already, I mean, if he's serious about trying to like really like get himself better, is have a primary doctor who only deals with that one doctor that knows his full history. Because going from doctor to doctor to doctor, it's always they're
Yeah,
all gonna
but
do
you have
different
to
things.
also like think like it's not all just because of his mental health. Like yes, mental health plays a part, but it's also because he's actually like an addict.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they go hand in hand for
That's what I was
sure.
gonna say. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You got to remember that he's trying to treat his mental health with medication, but
True.
also with
Yeah.
drugs.
That's what makes it
Yeah.
so much harder because it's literally both of them and trying to handle both of them at the same time.
Yeah. Ay, ay, ay.
I mean, you're doing good though. Like, keep your head up. Don't let the hate get to you. I mean, girl, we tell you all the time, like, you're strong as hell because these people be hating for no reason.
No, I'm not. It's just the moments I'm not strong. I don't go on the internet no more because I'm tired of being crybaby Kayla.
No, don't be crybaby Kayla. You know,
And you are the main character.
period.
Oh,
They
that
piss me off for
one.
that talking about you're not the main
I don't need to.
character.
I don't need to be right in that one.
Girl, no, you are the main character
So
because
she
people
was
want to
so
talk about you
freaking
every
stupid about
day.
it. You're not the main character. Meanwhile, you hold panels about me every single day.
I'm not even gonna lie, like, I got the ick when they said that because I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, no offense, they reminded me of Flyy. You're not a star. Kayla
No,
is
and
a
then
star, and she's the
one day
main
he was feeling really
character.
nice, and he was like, because I like screen recorded, and I showed him like, because my Snapchat's doing like freaking amazing, and I love that, and I
I
love all the
love that for you,
support.
yes.
Yeah, it's like I'm so blessed and I'm so thankful. And then I was showing him like the insights and everything, like the analytics, and then he was like, "Kayla, you are a star." I was like,
Oh,
even him saying that though, I was
right.
like, I
The
was
the
like, shut
true,
the fuck up.
genuine Alex, he loves that for you, but the mental health slash drug addict Alex, unfortunately, like he gets those like jealousies and like he doesn't want you to be bigger than him, and I
Yeah,
hope
and there's been
he can
times
get
where he's
over
like
that.
rugged up and he'll literally say like, I remember the one time like we had like a little separation and it only lasted like a week, and that's when I like made my Snapchat.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was the one that told me because he was like in like psychosis or whatever, like induced, like not in the right state of mind, whatever you want to call it. And then he was like being like an asshole. And he was like, "We're done, Kayla. I'll help you with your Snapchat. Like this and that. Like make your own money. Like we're done." So I did just that. And
As
then
you should.
whenever we came back together, he still wasn't in the right minds. And then he was like, like so you're just gonna work on your own Snapchat? So you're not gonna work on mine? So you're not gonna log back into mine? Like it's a family channel." And then I
Right.
was like, "Alex, you told me to make my own. Why are you mad now?" And I told him I was like, I could help, like I could be in yours too. Yes, I do want to grow my own. And then he was like, "I'm not gonna lie, I have to look at you like your competition." That's how my brain works.
Oh
I
my
have to
God.
look at you
Yes,
like your
that's literally how he
competition.
thinks, unfortunately. I believe 100% he said exactly that.
Hold
Yeah, and I
on.
was like, I literally told him, I was like, "You're not my competition."
Well, because you're not looking at him like as you shouldn't. You guys are partners. You know what I'm saying? So he shouldn't. That's not. That's
Yeah,
kind of
and I
weird.
told him I was like anything that you're like successful in, I would never like compare myself to. I'll just look at it like that's our success, and even if I have nothing
Exactly.
to do with it, I would be your cheerleader. Like, you did that.
Right. And it does piss me like, and people, they'll talk crap about you or whatever on this. Like, he wanted to up Stella, Leslie, and, promote her and get the bag for her. But, like, he never wanted to do that for you. He never wanted people,
Bro, and
like,
that
he
broke
gets
my
mad
heart
when people
so
like
much
you.
because, no, I'm not gonna lie, like, that situation, like, I think that's what, like, broke my heart the most is, like,
Yeah.
one of my biggest issues postpartum was not being able to find myself, and one of the biggest like things that I knew of myself was like being a workaholic, like being on my shit. And then like I would tell him, I'd be like, can you help me? Can you just motivate me? And he would be like, Kayla, it's not that hard. I'd be like, I know it's not that hard, so can you just give me like that little oomph?
Right.
And then like some days like we would have like motivating conversations and he'd be like, yeah, like I'm gonna help you this and that, but like he'd never get to it. He would just focus on himself. And then so it's like then to see like I left and I left for a rightful reason. Like he was flirting with the girl on freaking TikTok live. And then on top of it, it's like I'm already going through everything that I'm going through with him. So it was just
Honestly,
like
low-key W Issa for like making you open your eyes because of that whole situation. It honestly made you like,
no, because I was already going through enough. So then it's like that was just like the icing on like the freaking cake.
right, the cherry on top.
Yeah, and then so like I leave, and then it's like okay, now you just like freaking bring a girl in, and it's like they didn't make any money, but it's like you're sitting there, you're fucking like trying, like, but like you couldn't even do that with me, like, because if it was me, I would actually make something out of it.
And you would think like, I mean, like you're his girl, you're his fiance, like he should want to grow you because, like you said, what benefits you benefits him, and what benefits him benefits you.
No, literally, and then it's like he'll tell me, I'll be like, oh no, you're the like you're the realest person around me, like you proved it. And it's like I tell him all the time, I'm like, bro, you didn't even make like any money, like you just made yourself look like a fool, and like now added like more trauma like to everything, like with that to like. And then I'll be like if you ask Stella for half the things that you ask me for, it wouldn't be done. So like what the fuck, like where's the loyalty?
Girl, Stella, Leslie can talk all she wants, but she barely survived those 3 days with him. Like, how many times do we see that girl crying in them 3 days?
No, for real.
That girl was struggling.
It pissed me so much off when she was like on the internet crying, because it's like I was literally telling her like the first day that I seen her there, I called her phone. I was like, you're like, I was like, because we're fresh, so like of course I'm still like the my man mentality. So like I was like, get the fuck away, this and that, blah blah blah. She was like being like a bitch to me, and I was like, watch, like you'll see for yourself.
Real quick.
Yeah, literally. And then it's like now you're gonna cry about it, and then now you're gonna use it even against me and say she was telling me how bad it was.
My bad.
Where's the cat? I hear meowing.
I know. Nate, was that you?
No, I don't have a cat. I have a dog.
That was Yoda.
Oh, Yoda. How is Yoda, by the way? Can we get an update?
No, he's good, but he just meowed. And is he outside?
I literally heard it too. I muted for a second. All I hear was meow, meow, meow. I was like, damn.
Oh, he's under.
I swear Yoda be saying full-on sentences.
He's let me in, mommy, right now.
What did your dad say when he saw Yoda come?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even tell him. He was like, you got a cat in? I was like, yeah. And then I don't know, I know how to like work around my dad, so I just like kind of ignored it.
Yeah. Just act like it didn't happen. It's just like an accessory.
Where is he? Oh, he's outside of the room. Get in here.
Aww.
Can I suggest one thing, Kayla?
Yeah.
I don't know. Obviously, like Fly's finances and stuff, right? But if you guys have the control of his money, unless it has to do with like paying, rent, XYZ, whatever, maybe don't give him any money, like access to his own money, because you know what he's gonna do with it, and that might help a little bit. I mean, that would help a lot, actually. You know what I mean?
I think you have to do like the conservativeship thing to do that. Though.
I get where you're coming from, but you would never like allow like.
Yeah, you know, Fly's never gonna let nobody control him. And that
not in that way. But you know how he has asked her for money. So like, if he asks you for money,
oh yeah,
you shouldn't let him. You see what I'm saying? I don't mean his own, because obviously his own, you can't control that. But like, if he runs out and then he comes to you for the money.
Oh yeah, and then that.
I mean, I do think
this is so
given
this is
the
off
money.
Topic. This is off topic. I'm sorry, but that person said you get your whole life like your whole life is provided to you. Leslie said that. I have not gotten a dime since being gone. I've been having to bust my ass off. And the only thing that he's paid for is one day I texted him. It was the day that I woke up sick as fuck. And then I texted him. I said, can you order the baby formula to the house, please? And then he ordered the baby 3 like things of formula, which he does like the ready to go. So it's like $15, so 15 times 3. And then he ordered me medication. He did.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, also, he's just not in the right state. But I mean, I personally don't knock you for helping him with like whatever the court case and all that, because at the end of the day, as much as people want to talk their crap, like you're for Kalaya seeing her dad and fixing that whole situation.
No, literally. And it's like, I don't know. I got like clowned on for it. Like, I don't care.
No,
At the
let
end of
them
the day,
clown.
like,
Who cares? Like you did the
Get
right thing.
praise, right? That's a praise because you're doing
yeah,
it
and
for
it's like
positive.
sometimes like when like never mind.
Yeah, no, you're good. But personally, I mean,
I have a heart like for Kalaya. Like,
right. And I mean, I don't want to like. Do you think? No, never mind. I'm not gonna say it online either. Never mind. We'll change the subject on that one.
Does Fly when he's like in his regular state? Does he like call you and ask just about the baby in general? Like just to see like how the baby's doing? Like, oh, is he, how is he today or whatever the case is?
Like while y'all been broken up, does he call and check up?
no, but it's kind of hard to say because it's like I'm always around the baby. So like anytime he's on the phone, like sometimes I'll answer and I'll just put him on the screen or something, like the baby on the
Yeah.
screen.
Okay, the reason
So
why I
it's like
asked is
I don't
just
know if like sometimes maybe it was his motive, but like I didn't give him the chance to ask. Like I kind of just did it automatically.
asking because I was thinking like for your. Oh, hold on one second.
Monica got 6 kids,
Mm-hmm.
and she got baby twins. I think they're what, like 6 or 7 months old. But I mean, it is sad. I think he's just because he's in his own addiction right now. He can't focus on, as sad as it's said, as sad as it is to say, his focus probably isn't his baby right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I just meant like maybe not. It sounds harsh to say like block him, right? I don't mean
Right.
that. I mean more like he just needs. It sounds bad. Oh, I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna say
just say it and
like
like you'll
block him.
understand it and
Just
not
spit it.
I
like
mean
Just
like
spit it
block
out.
him. Yeah, because if he's not even asking about how baby is, it's more like okay, just block him. And if he wants to ask about the baby, then you go through a third party. You see what I'm saying? Because at this point, it should just be him asking about the baby, and then you guys don't communicate about each other right now because he needs to work on himself. If that kind of makes sense without sounding harsh.
no, and I understand that completely. I guess like in my brain, it's like I feel like he needs like somebody because like I don't know. I kind of like tried that method, and then it was only a few days, granted. Like I kind of tried that method, and it was like I don't know. I just feel like he. I don't
It's just
know.
hard because Kayla knows, like, Kayla is his person, and
Because then it's like he'll start spiraling like more sometimes, like feeling like abandoned.
right. And the hard part is
And it's like I would never abandon him.
and that's exactly the hard part because like it's creating those boundaries where you can kind of still be there for him to support him mentally, but there still has to be the boundaries of like the relationship and all that. Like, personally, like as hard as it is to say, like it breaks my heart for you. Like when he still calls you like his fiance, this and that, like you have to create those boundaries and be like, no, like I am just your baby mama right now. We are exes. We are friends.
Yes. Look, this person said it perfectly in a way. They said Kayla is his person, but is he her person? That's literally yeah, that's a great statement question. You see what I'm saying? Like because like I keep saying you have to work on your mental health. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's like I'll tell him all the time. I'll be
This
like every
person
time.
asked to come up real quick. I'm gonna let them. Let's
I'll
see.
say like every time like we talk, it's like about you, and it's like I'm here for you, but like, are you even gonna like ask me how I'm doing? Like I'm like crippling over here. Like I'm like freaking like I'm not okay, and it's like I understand, like, yes, your problems might be greater than mine, but it's like, is it even going to come a chance where it's like you're helpful or like there for me or like I have somebody to talk to?
Yeah.
Crystal, did you say you wanted to say something real quick?
Yeah, I just wanted to suggest, actually, I sent you a message. So traditional rehab didn't work for me. I actually went to Mexico and I used something called Ibogaine. They use more like psychedelic type medications there. And it worked.
Is that like natural remedies or something like that?
So it was a lot of psychedelic medication. Like I
Like
didn't have,
microdosing?
they didn't make me go through like withdrawals or anything. Like they give you medication for that. But it really does work, but it is very expensive, but it's worth it.
And then what does it do? Like, does it little by little get you completely off of stuff?
Yeah. Yep. Like basically whatever he's taking, they will like wean him down to, so he's not like having any type of withdrawals, and then he'll do the ibogaine and other psychedelics, and it really does it works. It worked for me. I mean, I went to 3 different rehabs in Florida and it didn't work for me.
Yeah, Florida's so hard. Like, we're
Yeah.
in, like, I've looked into a lot of like facilities myself for like loved ones, and it's real hard out here. It's hard to find a place that actually cares and wants and lets you get off of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, thank you for coming on and giving that suggestion.
Of course. And Kayla, I text you the name of that if you just want to like look into it.
Okay, thank you
But
so much.
yeah, thank you. Everybody have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you, and I'm so
too.
happy that you were able to
Yeah,
get through everything.
that you got clean. That's amazing. That has to be like the best feeling ever. I think it sounds more like a actual like medical detox type stuff.
Yeah, like it definitely sounds like
Yeah,
doctor.
and I mean, I
What
feel
she,
like
what she was talking about?
yeah,
I would. I mean, as a nurse, I wouldn't, but that's just me.
I mean, if that's like what works for her and like that's what like got her
yeah,
officially off of everything,
Oh yeah, for her,
then it's like, yeah, it's like, but to each their own. Like we
right,
never know.
exactly.
Like, for
Like
every other
what works
person.
for one person might not work for everyone else. Like for some people, just for them to be Baker after they come out and they learn their lesson and they're clean, like what a blessing in life. But for people who's been in it for a while, I personally definitely think you guys should maybe just like say if he does come out tomorrow, maybe you guys can have some type of like family meeting and really just figure out a plan
I
of
just
how
feel
to
like
keep him
he
clean.
has so much like stresses on him that he's like so overwhelmed that it's like
Oh yeah,
not a priority to him.
right. But that's even
It's
more
like it's
why
a
he
priority
should
to me.
be like detained or whatever, so he doesn't, everything can be taken care of out here between you, his
Yeah,
mom,
like that's what
Red, like
scares me too. Is it's
y'all will take care of everything.
like he comes out. First of all, if he like, I remember one time, like I've been Baker acted before, and like when I was younger, when I was like under the age of 18, I think actually the last one I was like 17 was the last time I got Baker acted, and then I remember actually it was like I didn't even like get Baker acted. I put myself in it. Like I was just going through a really hard time. Like me and my
Voluntary,
family
basically.
like all spoke about it, and like we all thought like that was what's best. And like so it was here in Port St. Lucie too. Like so I went into the center and I actually stayed there for 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
And when I was in there and I voluntarily like went in there, like I could have pulled myself out at any time. Well, there was like I don't know, because they started giving me like once they start giving medication and they have to like monitor you,
Yeah.
but like you could basically get out like whenever you want. And then I stayed in there voluntarily for 2 weeks because I actually found it like beneficial to me, and I like kind of found peace in like the no phone. I was still, because I've been doing social media since I was younger, so like social media like I guess at that point it was like a little bit of a trigger. like looking at negativity was a little bit of a trigger.
Right.
Honestly, even before I was even doing social media, I remember sometimes social media like triggering me. It doesn't really trigger me anymore like that. But it was peaceful to me, so I stayed in there for 2 weeks. And then I remember